Hello everyone, hope you guys are doing great. Myself Sheikh Firdaus, and today we are going to be discuss about the synthesis of meta dibenzyl acetone from the benzaldehyde. So let's see the aim first. We have to prepare the meta dibenzaldehyde acetone from using the benzaldehyde. So requirement in a chemicals, we are going to require the benzaldehyde, ethanol, acetone, sodium hydroxide. And the glassware we are going to use is conical flask, beaker, funnel, IR lamp, Birchner funnel, and balance. Birchner funnels for the filtration, IR lamp for drying, and balance for weighing the material, the product that we get. When an ethanolic, now we're going to see its principle. When an ethanolic solution containing acetone and the two equivalent benzaldehyde is made alkaline with the sodium hydroxide, NaOH, sodium hydroxide. What will going to be happen then that the in the presence of the acetone and the benzaldehyde, and for the alkaline, the sodium hydroxide to be added, and the rapid condensation will going to be occur for the formation of the dibenzyl acetone, which is also known as a dibenzylene acetone. And this is the one of the example of the casein reaction. Now we are going to see in detail by seeing the reaction. So this is a reaction. So this is a benzaldehyde. This is a two benzaldehyde, two equivalent of the benzaldehyde, and this is the acetone. See the containing acetone. So this is a acetone, and for the alkaline we are going to add the sodium hydroxide, and this reaction going to be take place, and the rapid condensation will going to be take place. We are going to get the rapid result, instant result, by this, and then we have to keep it for the formation of the crystals. So we are going to get a dibenzyl acetone. Now we are going to see its synthesis, that how the reaction take place in detail. This is a acetone. We add the acetone. So this is a acetone, and the we add the alkaline NaOH. It will going to be dissociated into the two ion, that is Na plus and OH minus. So this is OH minus. It will going to attach here on the hydrogen, and the formation of the enolate ion will going to be take place. The formation of the enolate ion will going to be take place by this OH will going to be attached here. It will going to abstract it. So this enolate ion will going to be formed, and now this will going to be attached on this carbonyl carbon of the benzaldehyde. This is the benzaldehyde. It will going to be attached over here. So now the merging will going to be take place of this. So the new compound that we are going to get is the alkoxide compound. Alkoxide compound. This is the compound. The name is alkoxide. Now there is a presence of the H2O. So this is unstable. For to the water will going to be try to make this alkoxide ion to stable. So the water molecule, that is H, will going to be attached over here, so that it become stable. So this compound, after the third step, this is a third step. So the compound we got is the hydroxyketone. So now what will going to be happen, this H on the methylene H group, this OH will going to be attached here, because because it is highly acidic. So that's why the OH will going to be attached, and the formation of the hydroxynolate will going to be take place. Now in this hydroxynolate ion, the OH will going to be removed because it is unstable. So the removal of the OH will going to be take place for forming the stable compound. And then after the removal of the OH, the double bond will going to take place because there is the OH is removed. So the benzyl acetone enone will going to be formed. But there is a surplus amount of the NaOH is there and the benzaldehyde. So what will going to be happen? This reaction from the step 1 to the step 5, it will going to repeat the step again and again until we got the dibenzyl acetone. Now we are going to see the procedure that how this practical done. We are going to weigh the 5 gram of the sodium hydroxide, and we are going to place it into the conical flask, and then in that we are going to add a 50 ml of water and 40 ml ethanol, and we have to cool the flask. So after adding this ethanol and water and this NaOH in this, the exothermic reaction will going to be take place and a heat will going to be generate. So that's why we are going to put this flask into the ice cold water, or you can run the tap water through the conical flask to cool it. And then we are going to add 5 ml of the benzaldehyde and 2 ml of acetone into it, and we have to shake the content. And we have to keep this into the deep freezer 20 to 25 degree for the 15 minutes, and we have to filter it through the Buchner funnel. So and then we have to if we put into the Buchner funnel, what we are going to do, we are going to add the cold water. By adding the cold water, the extra alkali which is present in that, so the it will going to be removed. And then the decrystallization from the hot spirit, and then we have to report the yield and the melting point. The uses: it is a component in a sunscreen and the ligand, and it is a use in the production of the palladium radiopharmaceuticals, or the identification of the medicinal plant and their constituent. Now how we are going to do the calculation. First we are going to take the theoretical yield. So how the theoretical yield is taken, we have to note the molecular weight of the each component that we used. For the reagent, that is our benzaldehyde, so this is the 106.12 gram per mole. This is the molecular weight of benzaldehyde. Molecular weight of the acetone, this acetone is 58.08 gram mole. And molecular weight of the dibenzaldehyde, this dibenzaldehyde that we obtain is 234.29 gram per mole. Then how we are going to calculate? We have to add the reagent, and this dibenzaldehyde will be placed here, equals to reagent is equals to the product. Then this is the one step, and then what we're going to do, we have to write here the amount that we took in the practical. So 5 gram we took for the benzaldehyde, 2 gram for the acetone, and this benzaldehyde is X. Then we have to cross multiply this. So the X that we got for the benzaldehyde, benzyl acetone, for the dibenzyl acetone, that is a product. This is a 234.29 by doing its cross multiplication. So then we are going to get 9.9 gram should be our dibenzyl acetone as per this theoretical yield. Now we are going to take the practical yield. The practical yield is 4 gram after weighing the product that we got, the crystal that we got. This is a 4 gram. Now the practical yield upon theoretical yield into the 100. For the percent practical yield, we have to calculate this. So the 40.4% we got after doing this. So the result is the percent practical yield for the product was found to be 40.4, and the conclusion is this, that meta dibenzyl acetone was successful synthesis from the benzaldehyde. At a lab level, the percent practical yield obtained is sufficient, and the melting point, if the melting point is also noted in a lab, that is the actual melting point of the metabenzyl acetone is in the range of the 110 to 111 degrees Celsius. At the lab level, the melting point obtained was the 110 to 114 degrees Celsius. Have a nice day. Thank you, ma'am.